It's July 26th, 2020. Welcome to Potkaars. I am Rico Brouwer. My guest is Zach Vorhies. I just talked to Zach a moment ago, and I'm recording this to give you some context. So you're in a Dutch podcast called Potkaars. Podcast is, it's Dutch. It's called it's literally a pot with a candle. Conversations of Hope. So I was talking to Zach Vorhies a moment ago. I was not aware where he would be. I assumed he would be at home. Not so much. He's out on the streets, and that looks like this. All right. So he's been periscoping for me in the morning here, for him there at night. Now that's happening here in the United States, in Portland, top left, in the state of Oregon, where Antifa, Black Lives Matter, apparently is protesting. However, he says there's no black people out on the streets, and it's been going on for days already, weeks already, and we've only just seen the start of it. So let's see what Zach Vorhies has to say. All right, Zach, we're recording. Good morning from the Netherlands.
What's that?
So, Zach, your camera is cute. Can you turn that thing?
Right now they're shooting gas.
All right. So this is Zach Vorhies. Where are you, Zach? Tell me where you are.
I'm in Portland, Oregon right now.
What's happening there?
They're throwing tear gas.
Who is?
Wow, it stinks.
So that's federal.
I'm in Portland. Whoa! I'm in Portland.
Yeah.
At the Justice Center. They're now pushing us back. They're tear gassing us. There's tear gas everywhere.
So who are you?
We're returning.
I'm gonna pin him.
Wow.
Could you tell me what's going on? Who are you protesting? Who's firing the tear gas, Zach?
Portland police, Antifa, and other protesters just tried to break down the fence. And when they did, Portland, or the federal police, started firing tear gas. Right now, the streets are filled with tear gas, and I have to breathe through this P100. Let me to another location.
So are you up against the federal police, or is that Portland police?
It's the federal police that are doing this.
So this has been going on for a few days. It's escalating now, is it?
Yeah, we've had 54 days of straight protests and riots at various places in Portland, and it seems that the Justice Center has become some sort of symbol to these protesters. And they come back night after night, trying to rip down the fence. At this point, we're in an escalation where the police are firing a bunch of tear gas in order to thin out the numbers. At some point in the night, they're going to knock everyone back onto the other roads. What roads do they go to? What roads do they go to? Do they push us back?
Well, they might try and fiddle us between streets.
Okay.
We don't really know. There's a lot of them. They send out a lot of exercise.
I'm being told by someone that protests here that they try to kettle the people and push them back a few blocks every night.
Yeah.
This has been a reoccurring thing night after night after night. They're also targeting journalists and medics as well, according to my friend here.
So
Boom!
you stay safe,
so
yeah, Zach.
awesome. Right now, the streets are filled with tear gas. And what you hear is a bunch of wind blowers, a bunch of leaf blowers that people are using to kick back the tear gas.
Huh.
Wow.
So what we're hearing is tear gas being shot then?
I think that was a concussion grenade.
Yeah.
Right now, they seem to be shooting the protesters with gas bullets.
How many people are on the streets there, Zach?
What?
How many people are protesting out there? How many people are out?
Thousands. And the protesters have been throwing fireworks and all sorts of things, glass bottles at the police. And then when they get too aggressive, the police shoot them with pepper ball sprays. Uh-oh. There's another one. He just tossed that back to the police.
Yeah. Hey, Zach.
Whoa!
God. Yeah, we are getting this. Can you hear me still?
Yes, I can.
So the Justice Center is a symbol, but just as much Portland appears to become a symbol, isn't it?
Yeah. Portland. Now Seattle is the big hot spot tonight. Apparently there was 45 arrests or somewhere around that number.
All right. So how is this going to end? How did this end yesterday and the day before?
It ends with the federal police pushing everyone back. Apparently they've got tunnels under some of the buildings, so they're able to spread out and sort of contain the protesters within an area and then push them out so that they have to go to streets that are a few blocks away.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen tonight is probably the same thing, and the police are going to push everyone back. What I'm really surprised about is that there's no black people here. There's a little white person protest, 100%.
Okay, so this all started in Minneapolis. That's what you're still protesting, right? The killing of George
Who knows?
No?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
No one's got anything to do because of the quarantine.
Oh.
This is the hottest, most fun thing to do in Portland and the surrounding areas, hands down. We have no dance parties. We're not even having Portland's famous strip clubs open anymore. So what else are you gonna do? This is the place to be. They got free food. They got free barbecue. They got music. They got culture. And they got fighting against the man. That seems like a pretty winning combination to me.
Is this going to continue until November 3rd then? What do you think?
Oh, it's going to ramp up a lot more than this. Yeah, I'm forecasting right now. Oh. I'm forecasting a total social media blackout. And we're going to see way more bad shit than this. This is just the starter bands. When the storm hits, it's going to be high.
Yeah. Zach, let's continue this thing when you're on a decent location where we can drill into what's going on, okay? Stay safe.
Okay, sounds good.
Talk to you soon, buddy. Take care.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
Every nation in every region now has a decision to make.
You think I'm joking? Predator drones. You will never see it coming.
Laat staan dat ik kan ingaan over vuur.